us through the journey of Swift GPI. Where do we stand today?
Okay. Swift Global Payments Innovation, or as we call it in short, Swift GPI, is the largest change in the cross-border landscape that we have seen in the last 30 years. And indeed, it is the new standard right now. So Swift GPI definitely improves the customer experience by increasing the speed, transparency, and traceability.
Me in a Nissan car. I had no idea I was not in the car. That's cold rolled steel right there. There's me opening the trunk.
You look very strange there.
There I am sitting in the bucket seat, trying to fix the seat belt, and then ultimately I get out and I don't realize I'm not in the car, and I swing my leg as if I'm basically worried about hitting the rocker panels.
Going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
But every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every private business, every piece of real estate will eventually be a token on a blockchain, an entry on a ledger, permanent and immutable. We will have truth instead of trust, and we will save over $7 trillion a year. 6 to 8% of global GDP is wasted by the friction of the trust industry that's necessary when you have dual entry accounting. With triple entry accounting, which is what a blockchain is, we get rid of all of that friction. It's a beautiful future.
Like what you see in China and their social credit scoring systems, right? If we get identity wrong, it could be a tool to enslave humanity. And if we get it right, it could be a tool to liberate humanity. And as an American, I'm obviously rooting for the one that's on the side of freedom.
Bitcoin is an international asset. And also, I do believe the role of crypto is, it's digitizing gold.
I actually believe this technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of a huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. Many people still use it as a means, people are investing it for indexing. No, the majority of people who are putting money in in ETFs are active investors that are buying exposure. The entire bond market is being transformed as we talk right now. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. And if we can have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
Chinese bank ICBC has been hit by a ransomware attack, and the U.S. Treasury market, as a result of that, has been disrupted. This, according to the Financial Times. We're getting it more right now with Bloomberg's Sonali Basak. Sonali, what do we know?
Listen, we have the Financial Times now reporting that ICBC, one of China's largest banks here, was hit with a ransomware attack. And remember, they're a very significant intermediary in the Treasury market. The SIFMA has told told his members that this has been part of the reason here that the system is kind of clogged up, if you will, during that auction that we saw a little bit before. The attack had prevented ICBC, according to the Financial Times, from settling Treasury trades on behalf of other market participants. A large executive at a major bank also telling the paper that such a large party on the fixed income clearing corp creates major concerns, potentially impacting the liquidity of Treasury markets. Now,
it was not just a poor auction. It was absolutely lousy. And you know, when the dealers have to step in to save a Treasury auction, that's a rare occurrence. And very much a traditionalist. I like staying with the dollar. You know that from when I was there. It's make the dollar the choice. I hate when countries go off the dollar. I would not allow countries to go off the dollar, because when we lose that standard, that will be like losing a revolutionary war. That will be a hit to our country, just like losing a war. And we can't let that happen. And too many countries now are fighting to get off the dollar. And
welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread it all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book. Remember, the New World Order book shows you how the world really works, and it is definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep, especially in the times that we're in right now. And 2024 is going to be one of our most entertaining years. We have the presidential election. We have the drums are beating. We have the emerging markets going to be flipping the switch on the fourth industrial revolution. Now, we had the Fed signal rate cuts, but remember, guys, they haven't cut rates yet. So like I told you, I definitely see a big pullback in the first quarter. Then the master magician set up a distraction so the Fed can cut rates, and then we move up. And also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 Kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel through the actual Cash App. But guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And right now, we have Bitcoin and crypto slightly moving up after the pullback, guys. We know we had options yesterday, but don't forget, we're the only game in town on the weekend. I don't expect a lot of liquidity, guys, because this week is going to be a roller coaster ride. We do this every single month. We know futures contracts in, and then on the stock market, quarterly futures in, and then on top of it, we have Good Friday. That means the stock market is going to be closed. We normally get liquidity, but unfortunately, we're going to have futures contracts. We're going to have to stick to the actual numbers. And then open interest for Bitcoin is 36 billion. But again, guys, futures contracts in for Bitcoin and Ethereum this coming Friday. Now, don't forget to pay attention to the actual indicators. We had yield rates being pushed down, and guys, we know that's all manipulation. We have the dollar up on Friday. We have volume in crypto right now down. We have Tether and USDC. And then, of course, guys, we have the Fed. The repo at 478 billion. Repo has been around 430 to 530, so it's been fluctuating about 100 billion. But remember what the Fed, Jerome Powell, stated, that they're going to take it slow, but they're going to get this repo down. And then also, guys, we know a few safety blankets have been removed. So we know the banking collapse is definitely around the corner. And why, guys? Because we're going to real-time settlement. And we have the EU trying to speed things up. And as you look at the video, we have SWIFT, GPI, real-time settlement, faster payments, traceability, and then on top of it, guys, when you add in Chainlink, when you add in XRP, XLM, and others for cross-border payments is going to be seamless. Remember, Chainlink gives the NWO to all CNI. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now, guys, do not forget about the spot Bitcoin ETFs. We have BlackRock, Fidelity, and Grayscale. And we have the SEC again, pushing the Ethereum spot ETF back, and it looks like the next decision is made. Now, we have Ethos working with liquid restaking protocols to secure Cosmos chain via engine layer. And we know how important staking is going to be in the fourth industrial revolution, and then also liquid staking. Now we have bankers are lining up buyers for FTX's 8% stake in AI startup Anthropic. And every time you turn around, FTX has billions. You can't make this stuff up. What happened to AML? We know the banks are the biggest what? And then lastly, speaking of the movie, and we know what's about to come. Remember, if they're going to take the small and medium-sized banks down, you're not going to look to the Fed. They're going to set up a distraction for you to look somewhere else. And we have SEC's Gary Gensler about to start that movie. We have crypto firms are evading registration. Crypto market needs disinfectant. And guys, we know what that means. A lot of these companies are not going to survive. 99.9% of them. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Because he knows, when it comes to the NWO, it's all planned out. But guys, all I have for you. Don't forget about the books. Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book. Plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get on stocks, the Xrp, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate. Not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID-33. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.